Over the past few months, I've been noticing something strange. Not dramatic, not loud, just a quiet pattern. People who never considered moving abroad, the sensible ones, the grounded ones, are suddenly looking at their lives and thinking, maybe it doesn't have to be like this. And today I want to talk about why. Because the reason people are leaving the UK right now is not just the weather. And at the end, I'll share a small update about my own move, something that happened on Friday, actually. Most people don't pack up and leave because of a single moment. It's rarely dramatic. It's rarely some big explosion of frustration. More like a slow shift, a kind of internal nudge that gets harder and harder to ignore. It's the moment you open a bill and think, how is this normal? When did life get this expensive just to exist? It's looking at your council tax, energy, food, insurance, petrol, rent, mortgages, and realizing that every year the numbers go up, the quality of life doesn't. It's sitting in traffic for the 10th time that week thinking, is this all my life is now? Work, traffic, bills repeat. It's realizing that the life you work so hard to build, the life you were promised, doesn't feel like the life you're living. And nobody announces this. You don't wake up one day and suddenly hate the UK. It's quieter than that, more subtle. The slow drip feed. This doesn't feel right anymore. Until one day you look up and realize you're not living, you're enduring. And that's happening everywhere, quietly, across every class, every generation, and every postcode. Our generation grew up being told a very simple story. Work hard, don't rock the boat, be a good citizen, keep your head down, and life will reward you. That was the script, that was the deal. You put in the effort and you get the stability. It wasn't political, it wasn't controversial, it was just how things worked. But somewhere along the way, that script stopped matching reality. Not because we did something wrong, not because we didn't work hard enough, not because we bought the wrong stuff or voted the wrong people in. The truth is, the world changed faster than the story did. The cost of everything outpaced wages. Work became more precarious. Housing became a lottery. Time off became a luxury, and the reward part of the work hard and be good equation disappeared. And when the story no longer fits the person living it, people start to look for a new one. Not because they're dramatic, it's not because they're unpatriotic, but because the old story simply stopped working. Here's something I want to say clearly. People don't leave the UK because they want palm trees or beaches or cocktails in the sun. Most of the people moving abroad aren't chasing a holiday. They're not trying to escape reality. If anything, moving is stressful, expensive, complicated, and full of unknowns. You don't uproot your entire life over sunshine. You uproot it because something deeper isn't lining up anymore. Because the real reason people leave has nothing to do with the weather. It's about alignment. It's about dignity. It's about wanting a life that makes sense again. A life where effort actually translates into something. Something more than just keeping your head above water. Most people I talk to say the same thing. It's not that things are expensive, it's that they never stop. It's the relentlessness, the feeling of being permanently behind. And I think that's it. It's you're always catching up. It's the relentlessness. It's the grind of trying to keep up with rising prices, rising taxes, rising everything, while your own energy falls. Your free time shrinks and your hope gets thinner every year. It's not dramatic, it's draining. People aren't searching for a perfect life, they're searching for a livable one. A life where you're not counting every single penny. You're not exhausted all of the time, and a life where you're not sacrificing your health for your bills, and time that feels like yours. People aren't running away from the UK, they're running towards breathing room. And for a lot of people, that breathing room just isn't here anymore. When people move abroad, whether it's the Philippines, Spain, Thailand, Portugal, wherever, the thing they mention the most isn't the scenery, it's the feeling, a feeling of community, slowness, being welcomed, being part of something again, space to think, space to breathe, life feeling human, not perfect, not paradise, just normality. Things feel lighter, more manageable, less like a permanent uphill sprint. And when people feel that, even for just a week or two, it's very hard to forget. It's very hard to go back to a life that feels like survival mode. So here it is. The real reason many Brits are quietly leaving is because they want a life that reflects the effort that they've given. A life where maths adds up. A life where the basics don't cost a fortune. A life where you're not punished for simply existing. A life that feels like life, not survival. It's not dramatic. It's not rebellious. It's not a statement. It's clarity, pure and simple. It's people finally admitting this isn't working anymore, and that's okay. And speaking of clarity, I got a message on Friday from my own estate agent. It looks like the last sticking point, the indemnity insurance on my buyer's buyer side, is finally sorted. So he's chasing for exchange on Monday. Now, if ever you've been in a UK property chain, you'll know how this goes. Monday can often turn into Wednesday. Wednesday can turn into the end of the week, and the end of the week can become next week. However, it's positive movement, it's progress, it's another step closer to the next chapter. And that's the thing, leaving isn't just a decision, it's a process, a long one, a messy one, but a hopeful one. And I'm going to keep you posted every step of the way. If you're feeling that quiet shift in your own life, you're not alone. Most of us are waking up to it every single day. If you want more videos about midlife clarity, leaving the UK, rebuilding your life, or just figuring out what's next, please subscribe and we'll figure it out together. This is Spence Unpacked, and I'll see you at the next one.